Hey everybody! Welcome back to episode 2 of Stephanie Goes Wild. I am Stephanie. Thank you for joining me today. And this is the show where I go and I put wild foods in my mouth for the first time, and you get to see my God's honest truth reaction as to whether or not they are good or if they are awful. All right, today's lucky find were daylilies. So I have some of them here on a plate. And these are just the tubes. Now, although the flower buds are actually edible, the tubes, which are a little skinny right now because you normally want to wait a little later in the fall before you eat them, but you can dig them up and they come off and they'll have it's almost like mini potatoes. So when you pull up the main stem, they'll have all these little fingerlings crowded around, and these are the little tubers. They're little babies and they're kind of skinny, but they are super filled with starch and they are a really good source of protein and good healthy oils. So they're a great substitute if you don't want to go buy potatoes at the store. But also what I love about this is you are able to take just a beautiful flower that you can keep in your garden and you can dig them up because we know that they will spread. They spread quite a bit and you don't always want them to, you don't want to have a ton of them, right? So what you can do, end of the season, you cut half of them back and you keep the tubers and then you can eat them. And it's this practical way of foraging where it's kind of where gardening meets permaculture meets foraging. So it's this practical way where you can have healthy, nutrient-dense foods, wild foods that have all these antioxidants and all these great benefits for your body, but you don't have to go wandering around in the woods for days on end. You know what you're getting, you know when they're available, it's just another matter of harvesting. And if you live in a house with an HOA like we do, I'm gonna turn you just a little bit, you can see my kids' little disciplinary cards over there. If you live in a house that has an HOA like we do, then you're not making a spectacle out of your yard. It still is pretty and functional for you. So what we do is we take these little tubers and we scrub them up all nice and neat. So here's what they're gonna look like. You can see them. And then we're just gonna cut them up. We're gonna cut off the ends like you would with any normal root vegetable. Now we're gonna cut off all our ends here. Like I said, you typically want to do this a little later in the fall after most of the foliage has passed on. Because what will happen then is you will get a lot more of the nutrients will sink down into the tubers and it's going to make them plump a whole lot more than this. But for this case, since I had them and I found them, I was down at my parents' house last weekend. They have a lot more foliage than we do right now. We just moved into a house and I don't have a whole lot of gardens anywhere yet. So I pick and choose and forage at my friends and family's house until I can get my garden up and running. And I've never tried these before. Most of these things I've never tried before. On my last video, the only thing I had tried before was dandelion. I had not eaten any of the other stuff. And I do want to make a comment, and I can post a link to this next. Just put these on here. I can post a link to it on my other video. However, what I found with that salad that I did last time is it would be a lot better if you added something a little sweet to it. So if you wanted to go ahead and put like a wild cherry in there or something else that's gonna kind of counteract some of the bitter taste in that salad, that would have made it just perfect. So I'm gonna pause, we're gonna finish cleaning up these and we're going to put just a little bit of olive oil, a little salt and pepper on those, and then we're gonna roast them in the oven to probably about 15 minutes because they're so small, they don't need a whole lot. So we're gonna roast this in the oven at 450 and then we're gonna come back and you guys get to see what they taste like. I'll have them. All right. Okay, so our daylilies are done in the oven. 450, it was about 15, 16 minutes. And I will post a picture up, you can see what they look like. you get to see. I have not tried them. I'm pairing them with, I had leftovers, so there's like a leftover pork roast with some homemade barbecue sauce on it, Whole30 approved, and some other roasted vegetables. Yes, this is, you can see Max's body, but not his head. You can say hi. It's fine. So homemade barbecue sauce, which he doesn't eat, so I don't know why he got it. And all right, here goes nothing. Here they are. Can you see them? Okay, so they could have used another 2 or 3 minutes, but it tastes like a potato. I'm so surprised. It really does. That's kind of amazing. Yeah, it totally tastes like a potato. I would have never guessed, but that's what it says. It says they're mini potatoes. That's what the little book I have says. So you know what? They're right. I would totally eat those again. Yeah. You could totally trick your children into thinking they're potatoes.
Too bad you just said it right in front of us.
That is true. But I have been sneaking vegetables into your food for years. I'm sure I can trick you into eating a daylily that looks like a yearling potato.
Nope. I don't think that's gonna happen.
Little wine. Yeah, I would totally recommend it. Go out, find your daylilies, dig up the tubers, dig up all the roots, roast them in the oven, 450, for 20 minutes maybe. Get them nice and soft, a little salt and pepper, put a little spice on there if you want, but these are really good.
Some barbecue sauce.
Totally doing this again. You want to try one? Oh, my son's gonna try one. All right, we gotta get this on film. Come on over. I'm gonna take that one. This is Max. It's my son. He's 13. He's gonna try one. What do you think?
The skin tastes like it tastes like a potato, but the skin's like,
It's a little tougher.
no, it tastes kind of like asparagus.
Asparagus and a potato had a baby. He did it! I'm so proud of you! Are you gonna try one too, Eli? We got another taker. I'm excited. Here, take one of those.
It's kind of strange.
Why'd you bring the fork if you're just gonna use your fingers? Come on over here. What do you think? This kid doesn't like anything. Hey, we have 2 takers. All right, so the verdict's in. Daylilies are delicious. All right, if you like this video, like, subscribe, and wait till you see what I put in my mouth next week.